Hi guys, this is Jason here from the Nathaniel School of Music. I teach piano and I am a player who is very inspired by country music and folk music. I listen to a lot of Elton John, Billy Joel, Bruce Hornsby, and also inspired by other musicians like other instrumentalists like Bela Fleck and Steve Moss, who also have similar styles, and Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits. I have a few techniques which I wanted to share in the field of country and folk music, and in this particular tip, it's basically about chord playing. So, in country music or in folk music, the chords are very simple. It's just 1, 4, 5, and the occasional minor here and there. So, conventionally, you may want to play the chord in your left hand. So the chords, for instance, in this tip I'm going to be using predominantly G major, D major, A major and B minor, and then G, D, A and A again. So the way I play chords for especially this style of music, number one is how you're going to voice the chord. Which note of the chord are you going to focus on? And that's a very important thing with country music, since the chords are very simple and you don't have any additional voices like the sevenths and the ninths to color up the chord, that much more. So you have to rely on the three notes you've been given. That's 1, 3 and 5. So you have to decide where to voice it. This way, or this way. I have done a tip on chord inversions. If you haven't watched that, I suggest you watch it and revise your knowledge of chord inversions. So what I do in this tip, in this chord progression, is to basically keep one note constant. That's a D. And I'm playing each chord with the D on top, at the top point. And since it's D major scale, and since D is my root, D tends to sound good with everything in the zone, in the chord progression. So G major, D major. That's an A major, but I'm still playing the D with it. I'm not letting go of that D with my little finger. And that's a B minor with a D on top. And I've also added the A in between. And the A is the fifth of the D major scale. So the root and the fifth is generally what you would want to add to each chord to enhance the sound of the chord. So G major, for instance, I could even add the A in the middle. D, A, B. And it sounds quite nice even at lower octaves. We tend to avoid the lower octaves for piano playing in an ensemble, but when you play it like this, I don't think it will sound too bad, even at these registers, since my left hand is just playing the octave, or at the max it's playing the fifth. So I'll be going. It's quite a clean sound. If you want, you can also take it up an octave. you could also add the octave of the root here. As I'm playing the A chord, I'm adding the D to the A. So if you actually study these chords, they no longer will be your standard major and minor chords. Immediately you've started bringing in some suspended intervals. You've started making a chord into a major sixth or a minor seventh and stuff. But it doesn't lose the genre. The genre still remains country or folk and stuff like that. So if you're a keyboard player and if for some reason it's not tending to sound like the original track, this may be one of the reasons why, because you're not bringing in those added notes, the root and the fifth, into your chord playing. So more tips on country music and folk music coming your way. In the meanwhile, try and practice this one, and let me just go through it once more. My chords are G, D, A and B minor, and with each of the chords I'm basically adding the root and the fifth to each chord. I'm playing octaves in the left hand to give it a nice clean and yet full sound. Right, so hope you guys found that useful. See you in the next tip. Cheers.